In here, we're going to look at these questions here that is going from a word statement to an algebraic equation to solving for the nth with the balance method. In this case, n is the variable, and finally we're going to check our results. So this here is the direction we're going from left to right, and these are the steps required for you to be able to answer these questions and many more on this video. So first question here says that 5 more than a number is equal to 17. In this case here, 5 is a number to go from it to an algebraic equation, and here it says it is more than, so that means we are going to be adding to a number. In this case, a number will be represented as n, and this here is equal to what? 17, based on this statement where is equal and 17 is this number right here. So now you have this algebraic equation. The next step is to solve for n. In this case here, by rewriting this and solving for the value of n, what we do is we move the number here to the other side, which means because this number is added to n, the opposite of addition is going to be what? Subtraction. So therefore this here, our n value is equal to 17 minus 5, which gives us 12. And so this here is our answer for this particular step. Now take note that for checking, we have to see whether the left side is equal to the right side of the equation. So in this case, the left side says 5 plus n, and we want to see whether this here is equal to 17. Therefore, in this case where n is equal to 12, we put 5 plus 12, and this gives us 17. Therefore, yes, this here is equal to the right side, which is correct for this question here. Now, the next one here is that the sum we know is what? Addition. So we're going to start with the addition of 5. That is the first item, and twice a number. So for twice a number, this is written as 2 times a number, and in this case the number is n. So this here is going to be the same thing as saying 2n, which is what we're going to write here, 2n, and this here is equal to 17. And so once we have this aligned, so we can now solve for n for the next step. And so in here for the next step, the first here is to find the addition or subtraction. In this case, because we are adding 5, we move it to the other side. It means I will be subtracting 5 from 17. So therefore on our next step here, we have our 5 plus 2n is equal to 17, and this here becomes 2n, or you can say positive 2n is equal to 17 minus 5, which gives us 12. And because we have our 2n and we know that 2 is multiplied by n, we can now do what? Divide both sides by 2. Therefore 2n is equal to 12 divided by 2 divided by 2, and in here our n is equal to 12 divided by 2 gives you 6, and 2 divided by 2 here gives you 1. Therefore our answer here is n is equal to 6. So let's check using this method to see whether the left side is equal to the right side. And so on our left side of this equation, we have 5 plus 2n, and on our right side, is it equal to 17? In here we know that 5 plus 2 times what? 6, because n is equal to 6 from what we got. And so 2 times 6 gives you 12 plus 5, that gives us 17. Therefore the left side is equal to right side, and this here is correct. The last question here says that the sum of 4 and twice a number is 52. In here for the first step, the sum is shown as addition, so that means we're going to be adding 2 here items. The first item is the number 4, and the other item is twice a number. So in this case, twice means 2 times. A number is represented as the variable n, which is same thing as 2n. Therefore we write 2n, and then finally is means that it is equal to, and we have 52, which is the result here. So once we have this, we're going to rewrite it over here, which means that we have 4 plus 2n is equal to 52. And so here is our first step, which is recognize the addition sign here, that is 4, and moving it over to the other side, we're going to be subtracting 4 from both sides. Therefore, we're going to have 2n on the left side. On the right side, we're going to have 52 minus 4, which gives us what? 48. And so the next and final step is, because we have 2 multiplied by n, the opposite is division by 2. So therefore, we're going to divide both sides by 2. And here we have 2 divided by 2 gives you 1. And that gives us our n to be equal to what? 42 divided by 2, which gives us 24. And so this here is our value for the n. Now, to check whether the left side is equal to the right side, our left side shows that we have 4 plus 2n, and the result is equal to 52. So let's see whether the left side, if we put n into this particular equation for n, it should give us hopefully 52. So here we have 4 plus 2 times what? 24. And so here 2 times 24 gives us what? 48 plus 4, and that gives us what? 52. Therefore, the left side is equal to the right side in this question. Now, this one here, it should be straightforward, because it says here that 10 times a number is equal to 420. So in this case, 10 times means we have 10 times a number is represented at the variable n. So this is the same thing as what? 10n. So that will be our first thing here. And this here is, in this case, equals, and our value or result is 420. So once we have this as our equation, now we're going to be solving for n. On our next step, we'll rewrite this, and we know that 10 here, because it's multiplied by n, we divide both sides by 10, so that we'll be able to have the value for n to be equal to what? 420 divided by 10, which gives us 42. So therefore, when we check to see whether the left side is equal to the right side, we know that we have 10n, and the value should hopefully be 420, where n is equal to 42. That means 10 times 42, that gives us what? 420, which is equal to the right side of the equation, and this here is correct.